Welcome. You are in the final boss fight that is the Sunday morning coffee stream. You've used all of your consumables to restore your health. You're out of mana. Your MP is in the fucking toilet, dude. You're never going to be able to heal yourself. You've got one last shot. Your most competent physical damage guy is the only one left standing. You choose attack. You select target. It's me, the final boss. This is it. One last shot. Will you do enough damage to end the fight? Will you do enough damage to clear the final boss? Freeze frame. Do you have enough in you? Or are you about to be wiped out by my next attack and you have to restart the battle over? And your mom says it's time to go to bed. And you go, come on, I'm about to beat the fucking boss. That's where you stand right now. Good morning. What a week it's been, guys. What a week I've lived. But enough about me. What's up with you? Cast Knights of the Round. Bro, like I said, your MP is at 0. You couldn't possibly cast Knights of the Round. Do we have an FG Army Discord? Not yet. I'll get on that this week. Or we can use the Dab Meat Discord. I actually, I just 100%ed Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster yesterday. And I realized that I was just kind of playing it in my recovery time, you know? I don't know if you guys know this, I accepted a high-profile boxing match a week ago. And I've just been training all week. I do podcasts and comedy, and I learn how to box now. That's my entire life. And in my downtime, I play video games. And I picked up the Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters, which I was excited to get a hold of. And I beat Final Fantasy for the first time. And I realized that I had done the entire thing sitting with my 6-year-old Fritz, who was just completely captured by the experience. He knew all the we gave the characters very generic names. So I took the default group, which was like a warrior, a thief, a white mage, and a black mage. And I named them Randy. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. The warrior was Randy. The thief was like Paul or something like that. The white mage was Crystal. And the black mage was Peter. And Fritz was asking, like, why is Peter lifting his arms up? Like, the whole time. Just the whole thing. Just so nice. And I got to experience that whole thing with him, and there was one part where toward the end of the game, a very, very high level boss was beating my ass, and I had one of my 4 characters still alive, hanging on, and the next attack was about to kill him, and so I had one last attack, and it killed the boss. And I said, Fritz, you got to witness the coolest thing in video games. How nice is that? Have you been fighting Puerto Ricans to prepare? I mean, I was raised among Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans, for me, were kind of like sea anemones. You know? Like, I think growing up amongst them, you know what I mean? Like, swimming through them kind of was like a protection for a greater threat. Tim, tell me it's safe to assume there's going to be a live Stoner Dads at Skank Las Vegas. I haven't talked to Matt about it. I'm disappointed with Sydney because they offered him a boxing match and he said no. And I was like, all right, well, come on, man. I got dudes lined up that are dying to get boxing matches for Team Butterly, and you turned them down? Oh, Castrataro Dog. Well, then welcome. This is the first coffee stream I've been able to watch since the move to YouTube. Yeah, I think the YouTube move has been unquestionably good so far. I never got... So, yeah, I guess the only time I ever got... And I didn't get beat up, but I definitely got socked by a Puerto Rican dude, but he was an adult. I was in like 9th grade, and I was on a new bus route. So like up until high school, I never had to take public transportation for school. I just walked or got driven. And then in high school, I ended up having to take a bus or the L train deeper through the hood, and then through the hood and out the other side into Northeast Philly. And in the hood, there was like a scuffle on a bus one time, and an adult Puerto Rican man blamed it on me. And when his stop came, he punched me in the face and then got off. I was just like, damn, I guess maybe there's a lesson in here to be learned somewhere. Mike Trainer, that would be nice if we can get... I mean, you gotta imagine, though, the Legion of Skanks, the Luis J. Gomez, like, diehard fans, those have to be some pretty greasy motherfuckers. I don't want any of you guys to get hurt. Ooh, my new cat's coming today. I'm surprising my family with a kitten because I have to tell them that they're never seeing their old cat again. I like the Philly mongoose. Is that cool? Is Philly mongoose cool versus the Puerto Rican rattlesnake? Have you thought about your walk out at all? Only in passing. I have so much more to visual. That's a great question, I Bash Daily. Have you visualized your walkout? And the answer is like a little bit, but I feel like I want the walkout to be the icing on the cake. The cake being obviously months of disciplined preparation. Yeah, Philly mongoose, and then we'll do something with like a shitty stolen BMX bike and pegs on it. That's what we'll do. You know, it needs to be said though that like Lewis has experience. I should be the underdog. I'm getting kind of pissed. It's kind of pissing me off that Lewis gets to be the underdog here. And I feel like I'm getting set up for a lose-lose. He's getting set up for a win-win, and I guess I'm okay with that. These are I'm not here to sell a narrative. I'm here to prepare to beat the fuck out of a dude. So I just downloaded Undisputed on Steam. By the way, we're gonna learn how to box via video games today. If I win, the Final Fantasy victory music should play. Whoo, let's go. No. All right, now, see, this is it. I don't want to get too deep into the fantasy. What I need to be doing is torturing myself with preparation. I need to be in I need to be in the depths. I need to feel like I'm drowning in preparation. He's starting like 40 pounds heavy, but that's fine. Listen, if I didn't change my diet and I just trained, I could lose 40 pounds. It's probably closer to 25 he's got to lose. I'm gaining 10. He's losing 25. We're meeting, we'll call it the middle. Today, I weighed myself just before I came down here. I'm 194 pounds. You guys want to do it? Here, look, here's a before pic. Here's a before shot of me. Ready? What's today? Today is June 25th, 2023. October 1st, we fight Luis J. Gomez in Las Vegas. This is what we're starting with. All right? Give me, what's it? I think someone said it was 100 days earlier this week. So that's at least 50 days of boxing prep. Lifting when I can. Conditioning almost every day. Gotta visualize yourself stabbing Lewis. I'm telling you, dude, it's just... I have a vision. I already have a vision. And I'm ready. I'm feeling good about it. I lifted weights for the first time in who knows how long yesterday. Build the pecs up. You don't. I don't want to carry a ton of muscle, dude. What I need is a muscular system that can handle a ton of repetitive shoulder and hip movement. Aside from that, I have to outmove him. I have to avoid getting fucking socked. Have you stopped ejaculating? I hear that helps. I'll think about it. I want to get jacked with you on this journey. Let's build an army of big dogs to carry you through this. I'll share the process for sure. I don't want to show too much of the boxing prep, obviously. I have concerns that he's going to be like training with like pretty high level people, and if I show them anything that I'm doing, they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, well here's an easy way to just clobber him. Like they'll just explain it to him and he'll just go, okay doggy, and they'll be yelling from his corner exactly what he should be doing to crush me. I mean, you know, that's probably gonna be the case anyway. What's your height advantage? I don't know. Does anyone know how tall Lewis is? Oh, Miguel, like Kool-Aid's listening in from the gym right now. I feel like Luis J. Gomez has knockout power. I mean, that just... There's plenty of footage of him punching people on the internet. I've been punched by him. I've been punched clean by him. There's nothing really to back up the notion that Louis J has knockout power aside from like the way he acts on podcasts. You know what I mean? Like he carries himself like a guy that can knock people out. I suppose we'll have to see. He's not 6'2". We're not the same height. I'm taller than him, but he feels like he's like older brother sized. It's crazy. I don't know where to find it, but there was a video of us like grappling together when he was preparing to fight another guy, and I look like a little kid like hanging off of him. Tim, is your knee still a weak point? No, my legs are strong. My legs aren't strong, but my legs are healthy. Everything's gonna be strong. It's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be competitive. That's the main thing. It's gonna be competitive. We both when he first offered it, he said boxing match first, and I immediately understood that to be like, yeah, it wouldn't be interesting or compelling if it was MMA, or if there was any grappling involved. And even honestly, if I said let's do kickboxing, I don't think he would get close enough to land on me. I think if we did kickboxing, I would punish him with kicks. And I don't think he has like a huge interest in that anyway, so he wouldn't even dispute that. But in boxing, I think it's, let's call it a level playing field. But yeah, this is the summer we all get jacked as fuck, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna prove it now, but I have basically the beginning of, I'm on step one of having abs. We're going full set by the end of the summer. Although I do have to get fat at the same time. We're going to learn how to box in Undisputed. Let's go. All right, so I'm the guy in the black shorts. Move up, move down, move forwards, move backwards. I know how to do all this. Oh, it's got my heart rate displayed at the bottom. This seems like good advice. That's good. Loosen up a bit and travel around in loose movement. Activate it with up on the D-pad. Remember, whilst in loose movement, you'll have more success in knocking opponents down, but you can also be knocked down easier. Think of it as a double-edged sword. Okay. So loose movement means like with your hand. What? Okay, change your stance. And there. There. When do you start socking people? Jab. Nice. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking about punching. Yeah, this is a little bit... this game looks so strange every time I watch it. It's very unfinished. Some uppercuts. I'm starting to get the hang of this. Tim, I think instead of regular boxing shorts, you got to get the gladiator kit thing dudes are wearing now. I think that's for black guys. I know the gladiator fighting shorts that you're talking about, where it looks kind of like the Roman like soldier dress. I think that's only for black guys and women. Ooh. Whoa. Yeah, this is in like early alpha stages, this game, and I think that's it's gonna be funny. I think it's very funny because the game is extremely unfinished, but there's also dudes like having complete ego meltdowns about this game. Like, yeah, fucking play me again, dude. You're fucking cheating. Like, there's dudes literally trying to like dox each other on Reddit about this game. Punch me, bitch. I blocked it. I just want to get into a real match. I think I should have skipped the tutorial. To be able to block body punches, you'll need to hold LB. You can also use the right stick. I think this looks pretty good. What they're trying to do is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with EA's Fight Night Champion. But Fight Night Champion was nasty, and it's cool because you use the analog stick to throw all your punches. And I guess anytime, here's the thing. Oh boy. There's a little bit of this in UFC as well, where you get to use the analog stick to kind of like dodge and slip punches. And what that ends up translating to is like dudes who are basically cripples in real life playing these games, and they start to equate like skill with like moving the analog stick to do fighting stuff. They start to think that like they're really developing like a fighting skill. So if you go into like, this is like all over the UFC, whatever, the UFC 4 is the current one. if you go into like the online spaces for that game, like I'll go in saying like, hey, lag seems to be an issue. Is there any fix for it? And what these people are all doing is just saying like, yeah, players with bad head movement really aren't really making much progress. Unlike me, I've got good head movement. It's like dudes are talking about themselves the way that like a UFC cornerman would talk about a fighter. That is, yeah, and that's common for all fighting games. It's just, it's very funny. There's a very specific type of comedy that comes from these dudes talking about it. Like, let's go on the Reddit for this game real quick. Pause. I fixed my PS5, by the way. Is this from Final Fantasy 1? No. 6? 5. I swear to God, I just heard this in FF1. Hold on a second. Okay, so here we go. So look, here you go. These are dudes bitching about the game. Dominated and still lost the fight. Won every round and received a flash KO in round 11 with no chance given to stand back up. My question is, does this happen often, or does it felt very unfair to take an L? Like, no chance given to stand back up? Like, yo, dude, come on, man. You got to finish me. Let's see. Oh, this is what I want. I want some of these knockouts. I want some of these cool knockouts. There's accusations of cheaters. Looking for a bunch of players that don't use the Undisputed trainer, which is the cheats. And see if we can start a little Discord and start having some tournaments. Let's really prove ourselves. I'm looking for good sparring. I'm trying to find good sparring in this game, dude. It's like, come on, this is it. This is what I'm getting at. This is a very subtle thing, but there is like a dude. There is like a compulsion for dudes to kind of treat this like real fighting. And then obviously fuck the developers, but I like that. I like when it's like fuck the devs. Why are people surrendering? All right, let's get back to it. I don't know, dude. They seem kind of tough. Yeah. This is where it gets real nasty when you're like, you start dodging punches like this in the game. You're like, I'm too nasty. They can't touch me. Damn, I'm getting fucked up though. There we go. I'll do it again. That one looked like it hurt. Okay. Nah. And no. He's loading it up. It's so easy to see. I tapped out of internet interactions when forums died. Current day online commenting and communicating is cancer. I feel like I spent a lot of time. Most of my online forum time was like lurking. Don't get me wrong. I was kind of like a message board dickhead for a while, but I feel like I've been kind of like an observer, you know. And I've enjoyed a lot of it. Slip with left stick. Ooh, I like that. So it's like you have to like click the left stick. It just looks like dodging. You fucker. Which way should I slip this? It's a hook, so I guess I'll go under it. Ah, yes. Go under a hook. Oh, Mike Trainer, how is the MK1? How is the MK1 stress test? Sometimes you'll want to create space between you and the opponent, or step in faster towards your opponent. Give the left stick a flick in the direction you want to dodge. Run a few dodges with me. Come on, I just want to knock this dude out. I'm getting fucking frustrated. Oh my god. Clinching is good for moments of panic, allowing you to regain your breath. You can attempt a clinch with the right stick. Come here, get in here. Let me suck your meat, dude. And now, bam, bam, bam. Let's learn about adrenaline. Daze your sparring partner with any punch to activate adrenaline. You'll automatically activate adrenaline when knocking an opponent into dazed. I think I'm ready to win. Kill him! Kill him! Uncle Fish Creations, Merry Sunday to you as well. Oh no. I don't want to be dazed. That's what I'm going to do. I'm the only guy not playing a Sub-Zero, but it's actually somehow slower and faster than 11 at the same time. Yeah, I think Mortal Kombat got very corny, and I'm glad they're doing a reset. Let's practice getting up when you get knocked down. Oh, that's the worst. Can you imagine if I got knocked out in a very embarrassing way? Done. It's kind of a lame mini game, I think. Ready to fight. Let's go. I do need a sick robe. I will have probably. I'm either getting custom shorts or I'm wearing the Sagat shorts from Street Fighter 2.
And here is showtime. Sonny Edwards. This flyweight fighting out of London, England.
This bout is scheduled for 3 rounds.
Here we go. Now just imagine this is Skankfest Vegas.
Out of the red corner,
or if I made an awkward move.
London,
no.
England, here is a flyweight champion of the world. Showtime, Sonny Edwards. Hiding out of the
one of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this.
Imagine there's just a bunch of fat dudes huffing kratom.
In the pubs and the bars, and this is why
some plus size sluts.
The anticipation, second to none.
MJ's in the corner covering her eyes, and then it's me and Lewis, and we're both 5'3" Mexican dudes from England.
And we're underway in round 1. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Neither man really defending themselves. There's a scoring blow.
There it is. There's the body. There's the body.
It's Edwards.
That jab to body punch is so awkward.
This time, they're actually getting paid. They're not fighting in the front yard.
So you're talking about siblings fighting each other. I used to be in the gym with my brother, and he beat me up more than anybody. And you'd think we weren't related. This is going to be one of those fights because I know these boys, they're like the Clay twins. When they get in there, it's boom, action, business, nothing else.
Come on.
Lands with
There we
the
go.
right counter.
They like that.
He misses with that jab. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still
No, they haven't.
away.
I've been running
Threw
this.
The hook didn't land.
I'm killing the
Still swinging
body.
with nothing left.
Give me the body.
These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go
Oh, I'm
at
slow.
it in
Oh
the
no,
ring.
my stamina.
You see the nerves on a fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Come on. Come on.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Let's go. I'm going in the loose mode.
That one will count. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, we got this.
Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance.
Can you turn off British commentary? No. Well, I mean, if I could get retard commentary instead, that'd be nice. Yeah, I hope Crack and Dylan fight each other. That would be.
There's the bell for round 2.
That would be
There's no
tremendous.
doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Get off me. Get off me. Get out of the. Yeah, what if I walked out to the F-Zero music? This is my Rocky music. There it is, up top. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. 1, 3. 1, 3.
Looks like we're going to see an early night here.
Oh, come on. Don't burn yourself out. Oh, yeah, you can't. You're in adrenaline mode. Oh, oh, the nasty slip.
Can't believe we're only halfway through the round. He misses with that jab. He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the big young man style that he's got. Can get inside that long. Not many fights can do that.
he uses it. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not.
Let's come on, man. Where's the fucking...
Solid punch.
Ah. Oh no, I'm hurt.
Puts that away with that left hand. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And there it is, the knockout punch he had been looking for. Happened, you saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That was her.
That doesn't bode well. That's Skankfest, the roar of a crowd of stoned and drunk chubby dudes in black graphic tees. Wow, I guess I have a long way to go. Can you low blow? You can probably suck his meat in the game. All right, give me a real fighter. I was set up to lose there. What are we at? Let's go. Where's heavyweight? Oh, that's women. Heavyweight's 201 plus pounds, so I'm fighting at heavyweight? Isn't that nuts? That doesn't seem right to me. Where's Charlie Z? I'm going as Tommy Morrison, and then let's take a pretty good black guy. True great, isn't it? Give me Deontay Wilder. There we go. This is the real fight. Come to Old Blighty and do a show. What's Old Blighty? The heck is that? Damn, that guy looks high as hell. Why did they make his eyes so pink? I'll honestly say this. I thought this game was going to be way shittier than this. This is nice. This fucking gym's cool as hell. What are those fucking pillheads on Reddit complaining about? This is nice. That was a bad punch. There we go. Didn't this dude die of AIDS, by the way? Tommy Morrison? I know, look, you're not supposed to just get in there and start trying to damage over and over again, but, like, it's tough to get a read on anything. First of all, you can't read someone's movements from the side. On top of that, the animations are kind of janked out. You can't really play this like real boxing. It's a fighting video game. That being said, it feels nice. It does feel like Fight Night. Is that the real Luis J. Gomez in the chat? We had the same thing on Lewis's stream the other day, where he was saying it's not really me. So I'm gonna say that's not really Lewis. Welcome to the chat, fake Luis J. Gomez. This isn't actually boxing training. Yeah, it is. These guys. Who's gonna do better boxing than the guy? Like, they program these guys to do good boxing. How is this not good boxing training? What are you talking about? Look, we've got. Well, I guess Tommy Morrison was actually pretty sick, but we've got a white guy with no chance versus a minority with everything on the line. This is perfect. This isn't real boxing training. What the heck, dude? I spent $15,000 on a boxing. This is a boxing simulator that I had created just for me. Ask me something only Lewis. I mean, he did misspell his own name. Luis L. Gomez. Or is that I? Well, he misspelled his own name. It's Lewis. I bet the farm on this boxing simulator to learn how to box, and you're shitting on it, dude. It's like, yo, trash talk's one thing, but save it for the fucking fight, dude. It's just disrespectful. Yeah, it's not perfect, but you know, I've only had a week. I don't like how he winds up his punch like that. I'm flicking it out fast. Does it matter how fast you flick out the punch? No. There we go. Hurt him to the body. Oh, all right, Luis J, if you're here, help me clear something up. I've heard it both ways from Sid. I heard he was offered a boxing match and I think turned it down. But if you ask Sid, he says you guys couldn't find him an opponent. Let's get clarification on that. Look at that. Yeah. Man. Ugh. I'm gonna have to get a cool haircut. I might get Tommy Morrison's haircut. And AIDS. They're trying to punish his body. It's not really doing anything. I think body shots are a myth. I think you hear people talk about them a lot. He turned it down. Okay. Sid turned it down, but then he texted me saying he wanted to box after, and I didn't respond. Huh. Well, this story seems overly complicated, so I'm just going to let it die. There we go. I just needed better jams. Shaner versus 6 will be funny. Yo, if you brokered a all right, Lewis, this is a free idea for you. But if you brokered a Shaner versus 6 fight and let them choose the stakes, I think that would be very compelling stuff. It would be not good, as far as a fight goes. No, actually, maybe it'd be nasty. But that's if I'm Lewis, and sometimes I like to imagine I am. He has a pretty fun life. Put myself in Lewis's brain, right? Obviously, it's like being dropped into a room in the dark and it's cluttered and you're kicking shit out of the way, right? Dude, quantum looping into Lewis's brain is like coming back to an Airbnb in the dark, and you like, oh, I'll clean up later. I'll clean up after I go out. You get back to the Airbnb and you're like, fuck, your bags are everywhere. You're tripping over shit. But you do that, you quantum leap into Lewis's brain, and you sit down and you go, oh, okay, 6 versus Shaner. That would be so fucking funny. If they're down, you know we are. I'm not, but I'm saying it's got to be from you. I'm too close to it. It's ghoulish for me to even suspect. Like, I shouldn't even suggest it. But if you do it, it's like Lewis is a genius, you know. Kelly, by the way, tip 690. Thank you very much. Anonymous tip 666. Fuck yes. That's the fucking tip of the devil, bro. You know, in a lot of ways, this is good training. Lewis does remind me of Deontay Wilder in many ways. They're both some kind of minority. You see how he stopped his punch? I didn't tell him to do that. I honestly think, like, this game would be better if they weren't trying to make fat dudes feel like the man. That's what it is. This game has fallen into some trappings, and they're trying to make dudes who are probably pre-diabetic. They're trying to make these dudes feel like the man, and I guess that's kind of the point, but I need a real simulation, you know? I'm going to start measuring my heart rate. Come on, I like going to the body, too. I just wish it... Like, if I'm landing that clean on the liver over and over again, he should be hurting. Ah. Naeem versus Jamar Neighbors is definitely happening. Yeah, we got to get someone for dubs. Paco, I think, would be good. It is unfortunate. The size difference is just too much to get over for Danny versus Harrington. Which I thought was such a... I mean, you know, we all thought it was great, but... we got to deal with the reality of the situation, you know? I thought Paco looked good last year, though, right? Dylan versus Crack is very funny. What if we did Robbie Goodwin versus a girl? What if we... What if we did Kim Congdon versus Robbie Goodwin? You telling me that you wouldn't want to see that? Danny versus Toby? No, Toby's a good fella. Nice. Ugh. Some of these animations are seriously bad. Come on, come on. Keep hitting him. All right, I'm going to go actually train now. Whatever you say, boss. Have fun. I'm going to continue my simulation training. I feel like I'm getting some really valuable stuff. I'm going to pay the developers to make a custom Luis J. Gomez AI. Thanks for stopping by the way. I had him fucked up in that last round. I like that I get to do all this stuff, guys. I say it all the time, but I've been really plugging away at comedy for a long time. It took a few years to kind of catch my breath there, but like I was such a big fan. I was such a big fan before I managed to get involved in it. I can't believe I get to do all this. This is so fucking cool. If you guys would prefer, I could act like this is all no big deal to me and it's whatever, but like it actually kind of fucking smacks me in the face every now and again that like this shit fucking rules. I'm so fucking pumped. Can't believe fucking Rogan followed me on Instagram. I don't know, man. If anybody has any questions about how fucking fired up this shit gets me, it's like you would not believe it. You would not believe, like I was an online guy just like, you know, thinking shit was cool, not really having anyone to connect with about it in real life. Actually, my buddy Fritz liked comedy as well, who I worked with at my IT job and is my best friend forever. I remember when Louis C.K.'s Chewed Up came out, and that was like a game changer for us. And then another big one was fucking Kurt's White Precious. Probably still one of my top 3 ever. I can't believe I get to fucking roll around with these dudes. This is nuts. Come on. Come on, let's get a finish here. Bam! He has got nothing for me. Come on. Send him to the canvas. Get up. Get up now. Get up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's a KO. And then I go, yeah, let's fucking go. And most of the time I just plug away at this stuff. I do my little shows. I do my podcasts. I do my sets. And all I can do is just go, man, I hope that moves the needle in some way. I hope I drove 90 minutes each way to do 10 minutes for a good reason. And then for the most part, you go, well, it wasn't a complete disaster, so I have a good feeling about it. But I'm telling you, just since like doing Skanks on Monday, this has been like one of the more significant like weeks I've had. It is self-suck Sunday, Lucas Downer. That's a good point. Am I self-sucking right now? Let me apologize, guys. I didn't mean to go down that path. I was just feeling emotional about winning my first match in Undisputed on Steam. Yeah, that game's okay. I mean, it's not super exciting. I wish people were like, it can't decide if it wants to be a video game or a simulation, right? But I will play some more of it, and maybe I'll just go start trolling the subreddit. Where can I bet on the fight? I don't know. I think that they're gonna... Excuse me. I think they're setting up a book somewhere. That's probably... That's all the business side, and I'm thankful that I don't have to do that. You were truly on one Monday. Thank you, Miguel, for saying so. But my favorite, there was a comment on the Legion of Skanks from Monday on YouTube that I'm gonna like take to the grave with me. And it's like I'll get a response like this every once in a while. Like I showed I brought MJ to the studio to show her the first episode of Field Tripping with Naeem, which is essentially just like I think it's basically the concept of like Dinner with Andre, but except it's me and Naeem, and I like the shit that we're talking about is both retarded and like monstrous. And Mary Jo's watching it, and I'm watching her, and she's just smiling and then laughing and then smiling, and I'm like, oh, all right. She doesn't think I'm a total fucking loser for, you know, us talking about having sex with crackheads. And afterwards, she just goes, it's just so wholesome. And I was like, wholesome? Okay. Probably not in the top 5 responses I expected, but my point is, there was a comment on Legion of Skanks from Monday, and it said Butterly exudes love, and I was like, whoa, dude. I was like yelling and being racist and talking about beating up a guy, and a guy goes, Butterly exudes love. Damn. And for someone to go out on that kind of limb, to be that gay in a public internet, I don't know, man. Anyway. Shit rules. That's the main takeaway. I'm going to go refill my coffee. You guys talk amongst yourselves. You know what? You guys figure it out amongst yourselves. Where do we go? What's the direction of the second hour of the stream? And you let me know when I get back. All right. I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. That was a brief intermission. We're gonna have a great week this week, but let's talk about the week that just was. You know, it is pretty sick that Matt and Shane both just recorded specials. I've had the I mean, I guess we're going straight back into what we were just talking about. I've had the life-changing pleasure of following Matt on the road. I think Matt's the funniest guy currently alive. And he's dragged me around the country with him. Also, the best hardcore band is Trapped Under Ice. Come on, man. This has been settled. We don't really need to talk about that anymore. I've had the unique honor and pleasure of being dragged around the country by Matthew McCusker. He's the funniest dude in the world. And his special is incredible. I've watched this hour a bunch now. I don't know if he's spoiled the intro that he made for it, so I will not, but that alone cracked me the fuck up. Do people want to see training footage, by the way? That's a good point. Start to stream through your phone and go train Rocky style, or go GoPro your workouts. Do people want to see training footage? Should I bother contentizing my physical transformation? On the one hand, I think it's not funny if people see how seriously I take training. I don't think that that's funny. All right, well then I'll do that. I train with some real characters. Actually, you know what? And I don't know how comfortable any of them will be with this, but I want to show you guys, like, you know, so I know I talk publicly a lot every week. I do a lot of streaming. I do a lot of, like, podcasting. I do a lot of podcast guesting. But my real life is, like, hanging out with my family, teaching kids jiu-jitsu, and, like, hanging out in the gym. That's like my real life. And I would love to show you guys. There should be a footwear camera for the streams now. I like that. I would love to show you guys some of the people that I actually spend my time with. At the very least, the time lapse of your character level up. I'm trying to, yeah. You know what I want to do? Altered Beast. I want to rise from my grave, and then slowly turn into a fucking flying werewolf. Okay, yeah. So Matt did the rollerblade through Kensington, and it is exceptionally funny. But my, you know, I train with some real cool people. Like I don't want to describe them as the couple that own the gym that I train at, but my friends Tim and Heather Hart are like the greatest people in the world. Tim's like, Tim Hart is, so he's the head coach and the owner of our gym, right? Or he and his wife Heather own it. Actually, I don't know exactly how it works, but it's Tim and Heather's place. And Tim is he's probably the most intense dude I've ever met. He's from the neighborhood, and like you might not guess it, because now, you know, he's out in the suburbs. He's teaching, you know, these like young professionals how to fight. But if you were to like get this dude into like an actual like defend yourself situation, it's terrifying. And his wife Heather is probably one of the funniest people I've ever met. And I would love to, hopefully they don't hide from the cameras, because I need to capture footage of myself working, and that's where I do all my work. Two of the most unique people you will ever encounter. And so I want them to just like, I don't have a gauge for how weirded out they would be if I started suddenly like influencering around them. That they know me too well. I'm like, we're too connected. So if they see, this is it. If they were to see any kind of change in me where I became like kind of an influencer, they would instantly put me out like a cigarette. That's what it is. Meat Wagon Butterly a la Delco Proper was the platonic ideal of my headcanon Butterly. I'm getting big again. That's it. I might be a unit again by the time this is over. Oh, I just realized I've been on top chat this entire time. I've probably missed half of the messages. And I have. Terrific. Fuck me. Hey Tim, I think you'll dominate Lewis. Don't fall for his hype. Some people have a huge potential for learning and some don't. Lewis is the latter. Well, as we, I'm not going to break it down too much. It's only the beginning. I'm still getting my fucking legs under me. I'm still getting my fists in front of me. But I really think it'll come down to like, the difference will be in the preparation. Okay, this isn't a clear case of someone's knocking the other guy out. This is we have a lot of time to prepare. Who's going to prepare better? And my bet is that it will be me. Is that an orange amp? Yeah, that's my Rocker Verb 50. Mark III. It's my favorite thing in the world. It's my favorite thing that I own. Actually, I'm not a big things guy anymore these days. I used to have a lot of comic books and old video games and stuff, and then I kind of got rid of everything. This is like one of the things that I own that I really like. That was Undisputed on PC. It was the game and console that we were boxing on. And I've played Fight Night Champion recently. I still prefer Fight Night Champion, and it's got that cool story mode. Excuse me a second, sorry. I'm just sorting some things out on the gaming PC. Should we play Car Mechanic Simulator? Xbox Game Pass is the wildest shit. Software may be removed from download now to play your game. Alright, let's install Car Mechanic Simulator. Tim, I want to play fucking Rocket League with you. How do I make this happen? I get annoyed at past streams where you're night and day better than who you're playing with. Michael H., what's your rank? How many guitars do I have? I've got this Fender Jag, and I've got an Epiphone Les Paul that was, no, it wasn't my first guitar. My first guitar was a knockoff Stratocaster that my dad bought me for $100 in high school. And I think he still has it. It was a J. Tercer red Stratocaster. It weighed like 5 pounds. It still plays pretty nice. He's got it still, but he bought it for me. I had been like self-teaching on America Online like guitar tabs groups, and I was playing my dad's guitars, and I really wanted a guitar. And there was one summer where for, you know what, I feel like I always blamed other people, but I ended up in summer school for biology, and I missed out on a family vacation to, I want to say Puerto Rico. And I was saying, my position was, we're going because my mom worked for the airline. We were flying for free. Like, it was like a whole like shithead like vacation, like total weird setup where we were using airline employee benefits to fly for free. And in my mind, it would have been easy to move it, but I think my mom spitefully said, "No, we're going while you're in summer school. We're not moving." Or she planned it while I was in summer school. And my dad, who was trying to avoid a fight with my mom because she was like a total Punisher junkie, he, as a consolation, he bought me my first guitar. So he still has that. It still plays. It's pretty cool. But I've got this Epiphone Les Paul in the corner. My older brother, Paul, who's my favorite guitar player ever, he got a job as a bike messenger while I was still in high school. And one Christmas, we didn't have like huge Christmases at the time, he dropped the Epiphone on me, and I was like, I have a real guitar. Oh my God, I have a real guitar. I can't believe it. Tim, does Mr. B still have that Firebird? I love that guitar. No, so my dad had a Gibson Firebird non-reverse, which is kind of a rare guitar, but just from being in a house with like 100 kids forever, it had the headstock broken off like 3 times, and it was a total technical mess. And he ended up like selling it to someone that worked for Gibson that could actually like do a proper repair of it. Your champ 2, right? We should be fine to run up in ranks. Champ 1 and 2. Oh, okay, Michael H. You're on about my level in Rocket League. Let's do a dedicated Rocket League stream one night this week. I don't want to get started on it now because I'll have time for like 3 games and then I'll have to go. But Michael H, please carry me this week. Oh, wait, hold on. I feel like I'm looking at a good question, but Mike Lyons. I'm a creative that thinks being an attention whore is gay as fuck. It keeps me from sharing my shit. It seems like you have overcome something similar. Any advice for getting over it? I think most people in here could relate, right? I like to see myself as kind of like a tortured artist who doesn't actually make any art. And my medium is retarded thoughts. And the thing that tortures me is that, like, in order to actually get my retarded thoughts to people, is I have to go and draw attention to myself. And the act of drawing attention to yourself should be, like, catastrophically painful. If that makes sense. I think that should feel like a significant challenge that takes a huge effort to overcome. If you feel totally natural drawing attention to yourself and saying, hey, check out my shit, then I think that you're probably not making something good. Well, maybe you are. I don't want to speak to anyone else's perspective and experience, but it is painful for me to say, hey, check out my podcast, check out my stream, check out my guitar playing, check out my competitive gaming. Creativity is inherently a bit gay, but in this case, it is perfectly acceptable. Well, yeah, true, but I think it's 2 different gays that we're dealing with. Creativity is gay, that's fine. That's its own hurdle. But I think Mike Lyons is actually talking about the terrible feeling of after you've cleared the first hurdle of like, okay, being creative is gay, and you clear that hurdle, right? And you go, I'm perfectly comfortable being a guy who wants to be creative. Hurdle cleared, right? The next one is a 100-foot tall hurdle of, hey, come check this out, you know? I find plugging my own content painful as well. Yeah. It's got a negative connotation to it. It's a bad feeling. And I don't know that I've overcome it. I if I ever do, I'll let you know. But as it stands, dude, like, I'll tell you what kind of feeds into this is like, let's go with social media, okay? And you know, I've been joking about like, oh, Joe Rogan followed me on Instagram this week. I've been joking about that all week, and it's very fun and funny. But the reality of the situation is like I had a bunch of like real friends on social media before I started. Like I have the beginning of a following right now. And I had a bunch of real friends on there before. And honestly, like if I go and like look at who likes my stuff and who shares it, it's like I don't really see my real friends pop up in the likes anymore. And to me, that makes me wonder, am I doing something wrong? Like that's a huge, not a huge, I don't give a fuck in social media, but it's like, oh, weird. My real people, or, you know, my quote unquote real people kind of don't fuck with me now that I'm like trying to do my thing. And I definitely don't think I act like a homo online. Probably not the best phrasing. But the point stands. It's like, you know, I have all these new internet friends, but where's my real people? Am I being gay? Do I suck? And I don't know if I'll ever get the answer, but I do walk around every day going, do I suck? Am I actually the worst? We are your new real friend, Tim. Thank you, Runaway Slav. That makes me feel a lot better. Amen, brother. 100-foot hurdle. Is it worth it? You appear to be having fun. I certainly am glad you're sharing. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Tim, I've heard you say you love the PNW on some shows. Please do a show for us Portland area FGRs. Yeah, we will. I am. There's a helium out there, which may or may not be what I do, but I have my first batch of dates I'm working on right now, and then I'm going to add on to it, and then I'm going to release them all at the same time and make it look like a real big deal and a big tour. Tim, you suck, but we like your suck. We all suck. It's not about being good or bad. It's about being decent. Okay. That's fine by me. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I came up with a bunch of dudes that play music. And, you know, some of the realest ones kind of big up me, and I big up them. But for the most part, dude, I just want to spend time with my family and fuck around with them and roughhouse at the gym. And long story short, yes, it is painful to say, hey, check me out. I don't know that goes away. Tim, we need NorCal shows. Yeah, for sure. I'm telling you, man. I'm gonna try. I'm trying to do a lap around the country and then come home to Philly and film an hour or a 45, more likely. I think people have trouble coming to terms with the way people they're familiar with are growing or changing. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, for sure. You get really uncomfortable, especially if you like know someone for a long time, and then you see maybe either a new side of them or like witnessing, I will, to their credit, like witnessing growth in another person is pretty difficult. Number one, because it's like, is this really them? Watching someone that you know personally become something else, it's like, as a person changes, they're adding new things to themselves. They're jettisoning old parts of themselves. And then if you're just observing that from the outside, you go, is this even the same guy anymore? Is it that they wanted to help share the come up, and now that you have traction, that they trust that you've got the next step handled? Yeah, I don't know, man. You look. Here's the thing. I'm not on social media to like promote myself. I'm trying to like stay connected with people. I've made the mistake of using social media for its like fake purpose, where you're like they pretend that social media is for you to stay connected with people when really it's for you to like be looking at your phone while advertisements scroll past. Give me 1 second. I gotta call my brother. My kitten delivery is coming. Anyway, I don't want this to sound all negative or whiny or anything like that. I have the coolest shit. I have the coolest possible setup right now. I can't believe it. That's the point. My point is, wow, I can't believe the abundance that I live in. I have a hard time smoking weed because I start to fucking cry about how nice my life is and how I never saw it coming and I didn't expect it and I expected to like just hate myself forever and shit's nice. I can't believe how cool video games are. Video games are so fucking cool. I look at my fucking children's faces and I go, oh my god, dude, did I seriously put myself in this position? Very sad we didn't see the Final Fantasy 1 playthrough. Okay, sorry, I skipped the Final Fantasy 1 question earlier. Yeah, I finished Final Fantasy 1. I got the Platinum Trophy on the Pixel Remaster. It took me like 10 hours or so. And it was great. And the Pixel Remasters are like $11 or $15 or something like that. And people, every stream, someone says, I've never played a Final Fantasy. Which one should I check out first? Check out the Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster. It's like $15. You'll be done it in 10 hours. And that's for the Platinum Trophy. You can turn off random encounters, which are kind of a pain in the ass. But, like, you get to see like the music's great. The you know, the plot really isn't there, but it's cool because every plot point is honestly just it's directly tied to the next action that you have to take, and it's cool. You get kind of strung along in an adventure. The ending was kind of cool and interesting, and well, fucking, I mean, you know, it's fine. Check it out. I didn't want to drag you into a hole. You're making me think I'm gay for not sharing what I'm doing. Well, okay. Let's, Mike Lyons. This leads me to a greater point here. Separate it from promoting. Okay, I hate the word promoting. I hate the word plugging. But like, I do think. Have you ever seen people kind of pressure everyone into having kids? Like, dude, the whole point of life is to get married and have kids. If you're not doing that, then what's the point? I don't go that far. I think if you value family, you should definitely have kids and you should dedicate yourself to serving them. But the greater point is that you need to be contributing something. You need to be doing something that you're proud to share with people and hopefully inspire them to do shit and share with you. Or like, there has to be something that you are into or you want to get into, or even just like your personality. You have to be doing something that you can like break people off with and give them a little piece of you to carry around with them. I'm a stay-at-home dad. Okay, well then, what are you doing with your kid? Like, I do martial arts with my kid. I guess I'm kind of a stay-at-home dad, even though I'm the primary financial support for my family. But my wife works. We both spend a lot of time at home. Here's my fucking thing, dude. I think I made this analogy on Dad Meat a long time ago, and then I just got so into programming that like I kind of I don't want to keep repeating myself, but like I like to imagine that every person is standing with a garden growing around their feet, and by like doing good stuff, or even just stuff that people might like, that garden grows around you. And what you want to be doing is like cultivating a robust and healthy garden that expands into other people that are doing the same and coming back toward you. And it's like eventually everyone's just standing in this lush greenery, just awash in everyone's cool shit. Get fucking jacked. Alter your brain and body chemistry so that you shoot enormous cum loads. Like you need to be a beacon of humanity that people want to be around. It's is it fun for me to just like spend my time online like being funny and joking around with people? Yeah, that's great, but like I want to be invited places, and when I show up people are happy that I'm there, and they kind of like we have real conversations and they take something away from that, or like they see me do something and they go, "Oh man, that guy's having a good time." That's it. You need to be an inspiration for people to have a good time. It could be anything, dude. You could be one of those guys on YouTube that buys live edge wood and pours acrylic in it, and you make like waterfall tables, and then other people see that and they go, "Oh, I'd like to try that." Or at the very least they go, "Damn, someone's doing something fucking cool. Thank God." You need to align your life so that anyone who catches a glimpse of you and goes, "Whoa, there are people doing cool shit." And that's the only guideline. It could be anything inside of that. You could make something real. You could live in the abstract and hit people with cool thoughts. You could make music. You could just be reliable and friendly. You know what I mean? You could just be very skilled at picking up on social cues. I admire those guys. That's a skill I'll never pick up, but I like that those guys are around. That's my friend Tom. My friend Tom is the most socially gifted person I know. And I like to just make sure he's always around me. And I go, Tom, is everything cool? And he goes, everything's absolutely great. And I go, terrific, thank you. People, if anyone who's lucky enough to catch a glimpse of you needs to go, whew, they need to feel reassurance that there's cool shit and good times. The basis, there's a foundation for this, and that foundation is like being reliable, being prepared to work hard when it's time to work, being prepared to fucking chill out when everyone needs you to chill out. Being reliable is crazy. Dude, it's the best base. You know, they say wrestling's the best base for MMA. Being reliable is the best base for friendship. Being reliable is the wrestling of friendship. Tim, if you do the NorCal show, we should try and hit the world's largest indoor airsoft field and do a hero dose of shrooms and go get PTSD together. Well, that leads me to a further point. So when I do book this, let's call it a tour. When I do book this tour, for as much of it as possible, I'd like to drag my fucking crew along. I'd like to be field tripping everywhere we go. And that's exactly the kind of thing that's up my alley. I'm a union carpenter. Being reliable is literally all that matters. Any dude who's having a good time will tell you that just be reliable and everything else kind of builds off of that. Like I have another field trip lined up in when I get back to Colorado. We're gonna go to a pretty high profile glass blowing operation. I'm really looking forward to that. I just need to set this all up, and then I also need to find the money to do it. But I will. I'm not worried. Who's training Butterly for the boxing match? My head coach, Tim Hart. We've got some insane sparring partners possibly coming through. I'm not gonna spoil it, but we'll see what's up. Tim, are you coming through me and Gwetty's neck of the woods, Northwest Florida? I get a lot of requests for Florida, so yeah. For real though, field tripping airsoft would be too fucking fun. Also, it's my homie's place, so we can really set it up. That's what I'm talking about. So oh, by the way, what's today? The 25th? We're 8 days away from the release of episode 1 of Field Trippin'. It's like between the finished product's between like 20 and 25 minutes long. And then we will release at some point the uncut shoot as like a podcast, but like the finished product won't take long to watch. Like I said, like 25 minutes. I think you'll be extremely charmed, and we're planning on releasing 8 episodes as the first like season of it, and then between seasons, I think what's going to happen is Noah keeps getting reprimanded on the show. Noah's my sidekick, by the way. Noah keeps getting in trouble, so I think what's going to happen is between like actual like shoots of the show, we're going to put Noah in like a summer school. But this is all loose planning. I'm breaking this down for just the real ones that are in the live chat right now. And it's going to be nice. My swimming plans just got canceled for the day. My car mechanic simulator crashed. Unity playback engine is not responding. You motherfuckers. So I hope I cleared up basically the point of life for everybody. Just, you know, everyone's got something to plug. You can't simply just sit back and consume life. You have to contribute to it. You have to be putting something back out, whether that's just being a dude that's cool to be around, or a fucking product or a service. Like maybe you could feel fulfilled by just going to some, like, I don't want to say random job, but like fungible. Most jobs are fungible. Even within an office environment, any two people could switch jobs and it would just be a matter of learning how to fill in different spreadsheets. Yeah, I did just bite my cuticle out and spit it. My fucking hands are a wreck. They've been inside boxing gloves for 30 hours this week. I'm updating my graphics drivers. Dude, someone sold me on Diablo 4 this week. I was trying to avoid Diablo 4 because I don't like loot grinds, but ooh, do I really want to get fucked up and play Diablo 4? You should attempt a speedrun on Only Up. What's Only Up? Oh, Only Up! I know this game. I saw a video of this. Yeah, let's get a little bit of Only Up in. I was looking forward to this. Diablo 4 is a lame grind. Don't do it. Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm so fucking torn. To anyone under 25, getting a job in sales will hammer the cringe of plugging anything or selling yourself right out of you. Yeah, have you guys seen that? I've seen so many like reels and clips of that guy doing that sales. Have you seen, oh man, what's his fucking name? What's this guy's fucking name? He's doing like a what's it called? A sales like seminar. And he's saying stuff like customers about to, I think it's like a car sales thing. Oh fuck. And he's like wearing like a very tight t-shirt and he's kind of jacked. And you can see his nipples are so hard. You guys know what I'm talking about? Not Nick Rochefort. No, god damn it. Yeah, the car salesman drill sergeant. I forget why I even started bringing him up, but I just keep fucking seeing him. And it's just, you know, I don't want to say cringe, but it's like, damn, dude. Kind of doesn't feel great. That's what I would say. It kind of doesn't feel great. How do you feel about the idea that you only have time to pour yourself into one obsession? So how do you choose the obsession? Most people don't have time for multiple hobbies. I think that's horse shit. I think that's absolute bullshit, dude. I think oh, let me see. I might have a good sternum crack coming. Hold on. Oh. I think that's absolute horseshit, dude. I think I was working more than 40 hours a week on a salary job, so I wasn't being rewarded for all of it. I think I got my start in stand-up I got involved in all of like the Delco proper shit while working a full-time job with 2 kids. Still playing music when I can. Doing like intensely intricate electronics projects that I didn't really understand. I was just following YouTube guides. You have more time than you think is maybe what I would say to that. I used to deal with pharmaceutical reps all the time, by the way. I worked in a cardiologist's office as my first real job. I didn't used to crack my sternum before, but it's been getting to the point where something feels like it's stuck, like on the left side of my sternum. And I guess you have ribs up here, right? This feels like ribs. But something feels stuck, and I can't really move fully because it gets like kind of painful, and it's like I can't do push-ups or anything. But I noticed that if I whip my spine backwards, it pops back into place, and then I'm cool. And I think there's a name for the problem, and I forget what it is. My little gay ass got dumped 2 days ago, so I have nothing but time and God's own autism on my hands. Yeah, you're truly blessed. If you can go down a rabbit hole for something, consider how lucky you are. There's people who can't pay attention to the shit that they actually like. Imagine that curse. Imagine you like something and you still just can't stop like scrolling other shit while you're checking it out. Huh? It's God's vaccine injury. Whoa, this doesn't seem like a real game. Look at these jank ass menus. Let's make sure we're in English, not Chinese. How do you play this? Also, yeah, sorry you got dumped, Gwetty. That stinks. But I think getting dumped is like a life-affirming thing, or it should be anyway. How do I use my controller? Do I have to use keyboard and mouse? It's keyboard and mouse only? Okay. Left mouse is slow. Right mouse is slow motion. Okay. Sprint is shift. Jump is space. Crouch is control.
Oh, don't look up. We need to get to the top. I'm sure we'll make it. I wonder what awaits us there? The unknown is frightening.
So I guess this is like a platformer, a 3D platformer version of Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. Social elevator? What's this? Okay. I might have to drop the mouse sensitivity a tiny bit. Alright, that's a little better. There's my jump. Let's go. Okay, invisible wall, not a great sign. Wet Hot American Summer. Yeah, man, go sling your bird around. Show these hoes what's up. Just a heads up, I'm gonna have to run upstairs in I think a few minutes, and then I'll be back, and I should have a nice little surprise. Am I supposed to be running into the sunrise? What am I doing? Where is it? It's over here. How do I get started? That's slow motion mode? Okay. Oh, okay. Look, is this it right here? Is this the beginning? Okay, you have a little mantle you can do. Got it. No! Okay, that's not going to be good. That's going to be pretty painful, I think. Yeah, falling off the edge like that is not going to be good stuff. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's a little bit slippery. Yeah, this is at least it looks good, right? I wish I made this, to be honest. Ooh, I could definitely spurg out on this for sure. A little bit of technical jank, but that's okay. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Sometimes it's hard to.
Hey guys, sorry for the delay. I was just getting my new friend. Hello. Say hi. This is our new little baby. Look at the camera. Say hello. This is our new little baby. She doesn't have a name yet, but I think she'll fit in just right. Name it Drader. It's retard backwards. Okay. Please don't. I hope she doesn't piss on me, but I don't even care, man. How fucking sweet is this little baby? What a reveal, huh? So my brother pulled up. His baby mom had a cat with a new litter, and they just weaned off. And now she's here. I've been waiting on this cat for a couple of weeks now. Congrats, she looks just like you. Thank you. I'm so proud. I'm such a proud cat papa. I woke up MJ. She was sleeping in. And I woke her up with the kitten in her face, and she instantly started crying. Let her piss. Ooh, Celeste. I like that. Oh man, going full Savannah. Say Savannah. Every retard you see is yours. Say hi. Look at the camera. Give him a shot of the eyeballs. Say hi. Meow meow. Meow meow. Anyway. Rain Train, you're here just in time for my brand new kitten. My brand new kitty cat. If anyone gets a new kitten, I think Rainy gets alerted. He'll never miss. He'll never miss no new cat. All right, friends. I gotta go. So we have to go acclimate now. Thank you for spending time with me. This has been a very worthwhile use of my time. Oh, you're walking on the desk. No, don't. Controlling OBS. Thank you. You're a producer now, kitty cat. All right. I love you guys very much. Tim, I watched Only Up fall compilations, especially after a few hours progress, and the Spur Gout meltdowns are funny. Yeah, all right. We'll do an Only Up stream this week. We'll do a Rocket League stream this week. Let's have the most fun ever. We'll do some boxing training. We'll get in shape. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Thanks for being here. Good night. Good afternoon. Good week. That sounds great. Good week.